feel like I already look like a mom. Hello everybody and welcome to this week's video. I thought I would do a second trimester update because I am nearing the end. I can't believe I'm even saying this, that's so crazy. I am nearing the end of my second trimester. The first day of my first trimester is actually my birthday, which will be next Friday, July 9th. Happy Cancer season. This week I'm 26 weeks. Next week I will be 27, and like 27, 28 is when you start the third trimester. All my apps say that July 9th will be the first day of my third trimester, which I feel like is so crazy. I feel like the first trimester went by so slow, mostly because, you know, the first trimester is the scariest. Not that, you know, anything can't happen in these later trimesters, and we'll get into that, but that's like when the chances go down significantly. So getting out of that first trimester was so entirely like nerve-wracking, and now that we're at the end of the second trimester and there's only like 15 or 14 weeks left before he's here, or maybe he'll be here sooner if he comes early, or later if he's like me and just doesn't want to do anything. Like, crazy. Also, if I look really shiny, it's like highlighter mixed with sweat. It is so hot here. We're in this heat wave right now. It was like 90 degrees. It felt like it was 100. If you hear the fan in the background, I'm not sorry. I'm not turning it off. Mama's hot. So I thought, now since I'm coming to the end of it and I've kind of been feeling better, and now I'm starting to feel pregnant, which is so weird that I'm starting to feel pregnant, I thought I would just kind of talk about it. Also, this used to be my room, but now it's baby's room. We are slowly getting everything together. It's so fun to kind of like start nesting a little bit and getting everything like ready for him. I'm in the rocking chair. If I move throughout this video, sorry. We should talk about baby first. So this week baby is the size of a coconut, which is so crazy. He is about 14 inches long and just under 2 pounds, which is so crazy. And we are officially viable, which is a really important landmark to me that I really wanted to make it to, because, you know, now if anything were to happen, then we are officially now a viable pregnancy, which is a really important landmark that I wanted to make it to, because if anything were to happen, then he won't be okay on his own, but he's officially at that point where he can be saved, which I don't even want to like say anything like that, but like it is what it is. That's exactly what it is. It is good. It is a good landmark to be in, and it does appease a lot of the anxieties that I have, which we will get into. I've been to the doctor probably more in the last 6 months than I have been in like the last 6 years, which is ridiculous. I feel like I'm always at the doctor. Thank God my job is like so patient and like understanding, and they've been so great with the whole pregnancy, and my supervisor, she's awesome. So every time something comes up, they're like, yeah, no problem, just let us know. I am thankful for that, and I know not a lot of people have that opportunity, have that type of job. I also am, there's a fly buzzing around in here and it's making me crazy. I know not a lot of people are in a workplace like that, so I am grateful for mine. I also have started the maternity leave paperwork, which is crazy, and like all the anxieties about like daycare and everything after. Let me put a pin in that. Like I said, I am starting to feel pregnant, like physically. I feel the front weight. I feel my stomach, my like tummy like hanging, especially when I'm like standing up, I feel it like, and then when I'm laying down, I can like, it's laying down is just the worst because it's really hard for me to get comfortable. I think I'm at the point now where I need one of those pregnancy pillows, because it's just like I feel the pulling on my side. So like if I'm laying on this side, I feel this side like pulling down, and vice versa. It's kind of a lot sometimes, especially if I've had like a long day and I'm cranky and my back hurts. The back pain I get now, ridiculous. I get a lot of back pain, and The only thing I can really take, the only thing pregnant people can take is Tylenol, the acetaminophen, which I've never taken before. I've always been like a gel capsule ibuprofen person, which works the best for me. I'm also like prone to migraines, and that's really the only thing that can soothe the migraine, but can't take that while you're pregnant. So it's been a little bit of a struggle. I do take the Tylenol, but it doesn't work as well. It takes longer, and sometimes I'm like just miserable. I get lots of cramps and charley horses in my legs. I get cramps in my lower stomach. You can't see, but I'm doing it. I get cramps in my lower stomach. I also get charley horses like all the time. It's crazy. I get them while I'm sleeping, while I'm waking up. Even if I like go to stretch and I stretch a little too hard or in the wrong like movement, I get a charley horse, and that is so painful. It's ridiculous. I haven't gotten in much. It's really only when it's like really hot or I've been like up and doing a lot of stuff, but my feet and my fingers are starting to get really swollen. Not like so bad. If you press, you can see the indent, and it does go away. Like if I get off my feet, if I put them up the next day, usually just totally fine. But I am noticing that it's starting to feel more uncomfortable. Like I need to sit down. I've really got to start to like be aware of my body, whereas like before, in the first trimester, I was so sick that I just couldn't do anything, and then I started feeling better and like I could do more. Now I really need to be aware that I'm pregnant. I need to take it easy. I was somebody who was always prone to headaches and migraines even before I got pregnant. Now I get headaches every day. I don't really get migraines that often. I do a regularly hot day, like not last week, but I think maybe a week or two before then. We had that like first heat wave that hit us, and I was out. My head was pounding. I couldn't sleep. I had to be out of work. I just was not feeling good, even in the slightest bit. I just was not okay. So I had to take some time out of work. I went to the doctor. They said everything was fine. It's just because of the heat, which sucks, but I took the time, and I'm glad that I did, because I did end up feeling better, and I'm sure if I would have kept working, I would have felt worse. So that was a good call, but it's just between that and my feet, and even still being like very sleepy no matter what. Like I get a lot of sleep now. I get a lot more sleep now than I really ever kind of have, maybe since I was like a little kid. The quality of sleep I have is actually better as well, but sometimes it's still just as like exhausting, like not enough. I wake up and I have to like pry my eyes open, like get all the like the eye boogies and stuff out, or else I will just like hit the snooze button. I definitely sleep a little bit longer than I should some mornings, especially because I work from home. I do have that luxury where some mornings I need to be better about like, okay, start your day now, don't push it off and wait, you know? Because when I wake up and then just have to jump right into work, it's like there's no transition for me to like kind of like wake up, get ready for the day. It's immediately sleep, work, grumpy, like all day, and that's not good. Overall, I do feel better than I did in the first trimester, especially with the nausea. I've thrown up just once in the second trimester. It just happened, which is crazy. It happened not last night, but the night before. I was sleeping and then I woke up to puke, which was really weird, but that was the only time in the second trimester that I've ever had to actually puke. I was throwing up a lot in the first trimester, which was not fun. I would like eat dinner and then puke, and then like need to eat again and then puke that up, and then just like give up, and a few hours later try again. Like it was rough. It was a rough time. And then between being so sick and just trying to like live my normal life but also sleep, like it was brutal there for a little bit, but hopefully we don't have to worry about that. We haven't been, like I said, just that one time. The most exciting thing for me in the second trimester is that I've been able to feel him move so much. I feel him every day, and that is like the biggest peace of mind that I have, is that I can feel him. Like I can feel him right now, like kind of like twisting a little bit. I had been feeling him move. I just like was kind of unsure about it when it first started happening. I wasn't sure, like, oh, was that him? Was it gas? Like, am I just like thinking it is? Like, I wasn't quite entirely sure what was going on. But one time I was eating, like, I think it was one of those like strawberry like shortcake eclair pops, and I felt like a like hard, like that was the heel of his foot, like right on my upper side over here, and I was like, oh, that's him. Like there was no like mistaking it or anything, and it was just like the craziest experience. And like it was so vivid, and I was crying because I was just so excited to like have that confirmation, like, oh, like, yeah, he's okay in there. And that's what's been the biggest, like, appeasement to my anxiety, is that I can feel him moving. He's okay. Some days he's a little more sleepier than others, but for the most part, he is there every day letting me know. He responds to cold treats like ice creams. He really likes ice cream, and like cold water. Also corn on the cob. I just found that out this weekend. I had it was my little cancer twin's birthday, his second birthday, and we made corn on the cob, and I was eating it, and he was going a little bit crazy, but I was like, oh, that's weird, and I didn't finish all of it. I started eating, like, you know, what else was on my plate, and then I went back to the corn, and when I went back to it, it was like, poof, 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 like, hard little kicks. I was like, oh my god. And then some time had passed, and I had another piece of corn, and again, poof, 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 poof. So, like, he likes corn on the cob. What can I say? He also responds to really loud sounds. Like, he can definitely hear what's going on in there. Sometimes my mom gets like hyped and like excited, and she's like talking loud and like really going for it, and then he's just like he hears her. He responds to the noises that she makes. My job, I am in the complaint department, I guess you could call it, and when people call me and they're like screaming, he is moving a whole bunch, like, don't talk to my mom like that. So he hears what's going on in there. I try to talk to him when I can, especially like if I'm hanging out, I'm not really doing anything, it's just me, and I feel him, like, I'm kind of like I try to talk to him when I can if I like notice that he's responding to something. Like, if I'm just like home alone and I feel like a big kick, I'll like talk to him, and then sometimes I get like a response, other times nothing else happens. But it's really, I can't even put it into words. It's so crazy to experience and to feel and know that I'm gonna cry. Stop. It's cancer season. I can't help it. It's such a crazy thing to know that you're like making, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's so crazy to feel like this little baby inside of you, and like know that you're the reason that they're there and that they're okay, and like they're gonna be your baby. Like, that's, I can't even put it into words. And I know that it's probably different for dads in the sense that, like, you know, maybe they just, I know like the saying or the thought is that a woman becomes a mom when she finds out she's pregnant, and a man becomes a father when he holds his baby for the first time. And I think for the most part, my boyfriend, he is really excited, but I think that like, I feel like that saying is like really true, just because like, not that my boyfriend isn't excited, but I think that I'm just so like emotional about it. And like, yes, I'm a pregnant cancer, like, you're gonna hear me say that a lot, don't take a shot every time I say that, but like, I don't know, I just feel like that's so true. Like, he's excited and he's helping me make the nursery and he wants to talk about it and he asked me about my doctor's appointment, but like the emotional attachment part of it, I think is like so true. That's what I meant to say. I don't have any like super big cravings. I mean, every now and then I do get something where I'm like, ooh, I really, really want this, but like nothing where it's like I need to have this right now or I'm going to die, like somebody's gonna get hurt. Nothing like that. I don't really have food aversions anymore. I did have them more so in the first trimester, but now I'm just like ravenous. And I don't know how else to explain it other than like, I feel like I could eat so much. Like, I had tacos last night and I felt like I could just eat like 30 tacos right then and there. And I don't even want to say how many I had because it's embarrassing, but like I had a lot. And I felt like I could keep eating, but I had to stop myself. Like, I'm just so hungry all the time. And like, I'm at a healthy weight right now. I've only gained about 15 pounds right now, which is really good. That's kind of a little bit under where I should be at this point per what my doctor said. But they're not worried about anything. I have that gestational diabetes test to do next Wednesday, which I'm not excited for, so wish me luck. But I'm just like so hungry. This boy is hungry, and like I go from 0 to 100 really quick, where it's like, if you don't feed me right now, somebody's gonna hurt. It's not that I need like a food craving in particular, it's I need to eat anything, something right now, or it's going down to the point where like I'm totally a mom where I'm putting granola bars like in my purse whenever I go out, because if I get hungry and I need to eat right then and there, I need to eat right then and there, period. So I think the biggest thing that has affected me during this pregnancy is my mental health. So before I was pregnant, for several years, I was somebody who suffered from depression and anxiety and PTSD. It took me a long time to come to terms with that, to get help for that, and I'm happy that I did do it when I did, because right before I got pregnant, I was finally in a place where mentally I was happier. I was happier with myself. I made a lot of where I was happier. I was happier with the place that I was in life, with the position that I was in. I had gone through a lot of things. I had done a lot of stupid things, and I finally was in a place where I felt okay. I felt okay with myself, with the new place that I was in, and for the first time in at least my adult life, I felt like I was in a position where I could continue and I can grow and I can build, and what happened to me before wasn't weighing me down so badly. And I'm happy that Lucy, don't look at me. I'm happy that I accomplished that when I did, because that happened right before I got pregnant, and so I felt like maybe me finally dealing with all that baggage, I guess, made the stress. I know you just saw the flag go in front of the camera. Lucy's looking at it so hard right now. Oh my god. I feel like having handled that stuff when I did was really beneficial, because it took a lot of stress off my body, and maybe taking all of that off of me kind of helped me in getting pregnant. I don't know. It's not like I was trying to get pregnant, but I just find like the timing so crazy that I finally was like not so anxious, and like I could see it, I could feel it. It was putting a lot of stress on my body, the anxiety that I had, and I feel like finally dealing with that and coming to some sort of resolution with that kind of let me get pregnant. I don't know how else to explain it other than that, and maybe it doesn't make any sense, but maybe it does. But I was really grateful. I'm really grateful for the timing of this pregnancy, just as a whole. I finished school, I was mentally in a better place, and I was really happy, and I still am really happy. I'm more excited about this baby than I've been about anything, and probably ever, honestly. Ever since I can remember, I've just wanted to be a mom and have my own baby, and I know that's like a lot of like what little girls think about, and it's not that I'm not happy about it or excited about it. I just feel like a lot of the anxieties that I had gone away, because I didn't really feel any stress anymore. But like, as excited as I am and how badly I want to be a mom and have this baby, it's stressful. You're gonna be responsible in a whole new way that you've never been responsible for. And like, yes, I have little brothers, and yes, I have a little brother that I feel like I raised him pretty much when he was a baby. He was always with me. I always had him, and I know how to take care of a baby, but it's different because this isn't my brother, this isn't my dad's baby, this is my baby. Like, I'm now responsible for this tiny little person, and they solely rely upon me, and it's exciting, but I'm not gonna cry, stop. It's exciting, but it's scary. Like, this person is gonna rely on you, and I already have a lot of help. There's so many people that want to help me with this baby. My mom especially. I'm so grateful to be living with my mom right now, because I know she's gonna be here for me whenever I need her. Even probably when I don't want her around, she'll be here, which, I know she watches all my videos, you know what I mean. It's just a little spooky, and planning for the future, like, how am I gonna go back to work once my maternity leave is up? How am I going to be able to continue to take care of this baby? Like, what am I gonna do? And I know that in time all these things will be answered, and that I'm making probably a bigger deal of them than I need to, just because I am worried, and I'm an overthinker. I have a Virgo moon. I like to plan, and you can plan for a baby, but you can't really plan for a baby. You never know what's gonna happen. They're their own person. That's the crazy thing, is that even though it's a baby and they really can't do much and they rely on me for everything, like, they're their own little person. They have their own little needs and their own little wants, and it's like you can't place a perfect schedule, a perfect plan, and A, B, C, and D like you can with yourself, who's an adult, and you know what you want, you know what you need to accomplish, you know how to get it done. Whereas this baby solely relies on you, but they have their own internal needs that they can't articulate to you. And I'm already like reading so far into it, like he's gonna be a newborn, and I'm just so worried. A lot of worries about what the future's gonna be when he gets here, and also a lot of worries even just now. Like, I feel him every day, but if I don't feel him for long periods at a time, then I get nervous. I want to make sure he's okay in there. We don't know if he's gonna come out okay, if he's gonna need help with anything, if he is gonna I know that I'm definitely more worried than I need to be. Every time I go to the doctor, they say nothing's wrong. I did all of the like blood tests, the DNA testing for him and for me. I did all of that, and everything came back normal. There's no reason to worry. Every time I go for an ultrasound or to the doctor, they're giving me like thumbs up, everything's okay. There's no logical reason for me to be so worried, but there's no logical reason for me to have any like indicator that something's wrong, but it's the anxieties in me that is so happy and excited and grateful that this is happening, that I feel like there's something that's gonna happen, and I need to be on guard for that, and I need to be prepared to handle that, and I need to be ready to accept that. And it's like, for what? Like, relax. But no matter what I do, it's always just something in the back of my mind. Like, if I don't at least think about it and have some sort of like plan for what to do if X, Y, and Z happens, then there's nothing to do. And it's like, then there's no way that you can handle it. Then there's no way that you mentally can handle that. And I know that's not true, and it's not just me. I have his dad, and his dad is very supportful, and I can talk to him about all of this, and he does like make me feel better about it. He like validates the feelings that I have, and you know, I'm really happy to have him. I'm happy that he's my partner in this. I just need to figure out a way for myself to chill. But not only the anxieties, I feel, although I am really happy, I do have depressive moments. They more so happen when my anxieties get out of control and I'm overthinking. But we have some family stuff going on that I'm not going to get into that weighs heavily on me, and whatever happens is completely out of our hands. We have no say in the matter. We cannot do anything to change it. But it sucks. It really, really sucks, and there is nothing that we can do. We kind of just, what makes it sucks even more is that we're just waiting. We're just waiting for the shoe to drop to hear the outcome. Just there's nothing more that we can do at this point other than just like wait it out. And for me, the anxiety planner that I am, just waiting things out and like waiting to hear what's gonna happen, just isn't good. It's not good for my mental health, my sanity, and you know, I know that I need to be mindful of these things because what I do and feel and eat and whatever affects him, and I just need to relax, which is so hard to say to a pregnant, anxious person, but it's true. So that is something that I'm working on. I do talk to my therapist about that. I know you just saw that. I do just need to be mindful of it, which I am. I do still meet with my therapist. I hadn't been meeting her for a little bit because I was doing okay, but the more this stuff comes up, the more I try to reach out to her just so that I have somebody who can calm me down. She was there for me for a long time. She's fantastic. I'm so grateful for my therapist. She's like, I literally could not I wouldn't be here without her, honestly. She is just like such a rock for me. And she really gave me a lot of tools that help, which is why I feel that's why I know that I'm going to be okay in the end. But like having her there, especially during this time, is really grateful. Lucy's trying to catch flies right now, so that's really helpful for me. all that being said, I know that this stuff is taking a toll on my mental health. I've been laying in bed a lot, not just because I'm tired and my back hurts, but because I feel those depressive moments coming in. I've been keeping to myself. I haven't really been talking to friends or doing anything or filming, you see here, or making videos like I want to, but I want to break out of that. I want to just kind of enjoy this time that I have right now. I'm only going to be pregnant with this baby one time, and I don't want that to be hindered by anything, and I really just want to start to appreciate where I am, because things could be a lot worse. I could be in a bad position. I could be so many other things, but I'm not. I'm in this place and it's good. There's nothing going on that is good to cause. Oh, he just kicked me so hard. See, he agrees. There's nothing going on right now that should be any sort of reason why I am feeling this way. There's nothing going on, and I just need to chill out, and I'm working on that. Before I go, I do want to share some photos that I have. I have so many ultrasound photos. I'm going to be getting more when I go for my diabetes, my gestational diabetes test, because they're going to do the first like growth scan on him, so that is so crazy. Like looking at these photos, it's so crazy to see where like we first started, where we first could see him, to like where he is now. So this photo is from my first, like my announcement video. This like itty bitty little baby bean. He was so tiny. This is from that same session. This like kills me now, because you can like see how little his little feet were, like just how tiny you can see like his feet all like curled up, and like just a tiny little bitty bug with like a lot of room in there. And now he's clearly getting bigger, because I can feel him like trying to find his space. And these are the most recent ones I had. This one is hilarious. Look at his finger. That's his finger just sticking like straight up like this. This was the last photo that she took, and he doesn't like getting his picture taken, is what I've decided, because in every ultrasound, especially now that he's bigger, he like would turn away, but now he's like kicking the like thing away. She had her the, I don't know what it's called, the like camera thing over my stomach, and she and I both felt him like kick it off, like get out of here, I'm so sick of this. And this was the last photo that she took in this session, and I feel like him sticking his finger up like this is like, that's it, that's enough, I've had it, no more, which just kills me. But look at his face, he's getting so big. Here he is, like, see, I don't think he likes getting his picture taken, because you can see him like trying to cover his face with his hands. He's not about it. He doesn't like it, and I love having all of these. This is the one beforehand. You can see like a whole hand, his little face and his profile. He's gonna have his dad's nose. I just know it. I know I knows it. I'm excited to see him again. I get to see him next Wednesday, so in exactly a week, I get to see him for, well, a week from when I'm filming this. But I just love getting these photos, and I love hearing his heartbeat and knowing that he's okay. So like now that I can feel him, that was a lot of what the anxieties were in the beginning, is like I can't feel him, so how do I know that he's okay? Now I feel him, I know that he's okay. But like getting to see these and like getting his heartbeat and everything, like that just, it means a lot to me, and I'm really happy. I want to do one of those 3D ultrasounds as well. They look so crazy cool, and you get to see what his like actual face will look like, and he's big enough now where it's like good timing to do so. So I am going to be working on scheduling that, because I really want those. I want those photos so bad. But yeah, that is going to, oh, let me show you the bump. I feel like it's kind of hard to see. Look, my dress has pockets. This dress makes it kind of hard to see, but I'm officially at the point where none of my clothes properly fit, so I'm just working with what I can. But this is the bump. You can't really see much from this side, but oh, don't mind this. I'm doing stuff. But yeah, here he is. It's growing real fast. It's all hard completely, and yeah, he kicks hard right here. Right here is where he likes to get me. My placenta is in the rear, so he's just got a lot of space to really really be kicking me, and he absolutely freaking does. I have what they call like a bee belly, where you can kind of see it's like boop boop, which is totally fine with me. You can see it more when I sit down, but I just know that he's gonna get bigger. So this right here, right now, is just crazy to me. Lord, pray for me, y'all, because this boy is about to get real big. I know they do most of their growing in the 3rd trimester, so get ready. So that is it for my 2nd trimester update. I am still in shock that we're going to be going into the 3rd trimester, that he's going to be here so soon. I'm sitting in the nursery now and I'm like, oh my god, there's so much to do. I haven't had a baby shower yet. I'm going to have a baby shower. Can you believe that I'm going to have a baby shower? Close the video, actually. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye. On my face. There's stuff on my face. Stop it. I felt like it was really important for me to... Oh my god, my face is so itchy. Brows look so good today. Not this brow, but this brow. But my chest is so red. One of those... Excuse me. Excuse me. Anything you want to see from me, comment it down. Comment in it. I need a new, like, exit tro. Oh my god, I almost fell. Oh, I hurt my leg too. Oh my god, I'm so old.